Hello, welcome to Sawbuster Living. I am Shalise, and this video is going to be sharing with you what I have in my morning basket. So this is a collaboration with Angie, as from Me and My House, and Michelle from Homeschooling in the Pines. So, oh my goodness, it's a hot day. I say morning basket because I don't have a basket. I just have like a stack of books, and until I can figure out how I'm going to do this, they're just kind of in a stack. And this is our first, or by the time you'll see this, it'll be our first day of school. So there might be a little tweaking as we get a little bit further into the year and I figure out what we're going to do. So let's talk a little bit about what morning basket is. Morning basket, I think, comes from Cindy Rollins, and she started the morning basket concept. Now, I've been doing it without realizing what a morning basket is, but basically you just kind of have a gentle start to your morning. And so I'm really going to be sharing with you kind of how we all start. Right now my camera is propped up on my Bible, so I won't be able to hold up my Bible and show you, but just pretend I have a Bible here. And I'm sharing with you that we read from the Bible every morning. So we do that. I don't have any kind of plan. I probably should. It would be a really great thing, but I don't really have one as of yet. And I just read the Bible, and then we have our memory verse that we do. And I love the Simply Charlotte Mason memory packets. And I just, I think it was before I really knew her, it was Rachel from Day to Day Joys who sent me the PDF so I could actually open it and print it, and I am forever grateful for her. It was either Rachel or it was Elizabeth from Beautiful Journey, and I apologize, lady, I can't remember which one, but one of you did it and you blessed my socks off that year. But I've had this for 2 or 3 years now, and this has been so helpful, but we haven't done it as well as we should have. But it's been, I basically take it, laminate it, and then I will use their system throughout the year to kind of keep those verses fresh in my mind as we do our memory. And we're just going to start with Ephesians 4:25. So this is a free printable, and everything is laid out for you, and you can check simplycharlottemason.com for that. And if you don't like ESV, if KJV is your cup of tea, they do have a KJV version. I just have ESV. So another thing that we open up with is a prayer after that, and then we go into poetry, and I really just try to get anything that's with memorizing centered around their participation. I try to get that done first, because then I have kids that journal, kids that color, kids that get wrapped up into their Lego play, and so if I have anything that they need to be a part of done and out of the way, then they can really focus on that. So then the next thing I have is our poetry that we're going to be learning each term. And so I have De Profundis by Christina Rossetti. I have All Things Bright and Beautiful by Cecil Alexander. And then the last term we will focus on A Psalm of Life by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And I have a full term for each one. I don't think it'll take us 12 weeks to learn each one. We typically finish it in 4 weeks. But they're here if we end up doing all 3 on one term. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna force it this time. So then, let's see. The other thing that we will do consistently every day at that point is our history. Now we're using Story of the World, Volume 3, and I have the activity pages for everybody. And we're just going to do that as wanted, needed, etc. And then I have our current read aloud that'll correspond with our Story of the World. And I did a video on this, and I will leave that link down below. But these two are what we're doing right now. And then in here I have our picture study. This is the picture study that we're doing right now. This one is Dance at the Moulin de la Galette by Pierre Auguste Renoir, and it's So these are the most objectionable ones. Again, if you've got little ones, just kind of send them away. We have, I think it's Michelangelo now. Yeah, Michelangelo. I'm not going to show you enough close of that. You get the idea. You get the picture, pun intended. The other one that's objectionable is The Kiss by Gustav Klimt. And I say these so that you can look them up. But here we go. Again, you just have the bottom of the deck. So, my kids have changed diapers. They know body parts. We're just not going to study it. Yeah, get my drift. So, those are the most objectionable ones out of this particular stack. There's a lot that we have done, and again, this one we did kind of discuss it a little bit, but this is Dance at the, anyway, by him. And that's what we're studying right now, and they're just looking at it, trying to pick out certain things to tell me about it. And that is my bookmark in our current read so that I know where it is. So those are definitely everything that we're going to be doing every day, and then we have a rotation of things. So some of the things that I'm rotating right now are my missionary stories. Now, I do think it's important to do this every day, so what I'm working on is mainly these two, and then if it gets finished before the end of the term, I will do this. By the way, I have about 3 of these picked out for this term. But I also have Hidden Heroes 1 with 2 Hands, True Stories of God at Work at Ethiopia by Rebecca Davis. And I have I Heard Good News Today, Stories for Children. And then I have Window on the World, When We Pray God Works by Daphne Sprague with John Stone. It takes you alphabetically per country, day or time by time, however you do it, if you do it once a week like what I'm doing. So we've got Afghanistan. It has a map, a little bit about the culture, the area, the population, something you know, and ways you can help pray. You can thank God, you can ask God, you can then there's just some short stories about them, and then we have Albania. And so I saw this on another channel. It was a small family living, large family, small home channel, and I saw this on their shelf, and I figured, you know, if this family with, you know, how minimalizing they're trying to do, kept this one on their shelf, I thought it looked really interesting, and so I picked that up. So we'll be alternating between these 3 each day. Okay, so that's 3 days, and then the 4th day, I'm going to be working through the elementary, do they call it elementary? Primary readers from my Beautiful Feats, Teaching Character Through Literature. And that's because they're short books, and then when we're finished with that, I will kind of get an idea of what I need for the upper years. The other thing that, you know, that's our Bible that we'll rotate through. We've got this, and then if we have more time, I have one of these to kind of cycle through, as well as the National Geographic Book of Nature Poetry. So I've got both of these through my with my charter funds, and so I have to give these back. They're not something that I get to keep, but we've really been enjoying Jonathan Park, and they do talk about Carl Linnaeus. I want to call him Carlos. Carl Linnaeus in there, and then with our Moody, it's the grandpa one, Newton's Workshop. They talk about him too in classification. So I was like, you know, we haven't really done a biography on Carlos Linnaeus. Let's do that. And then I've seen so many good things about this, and so I was able to get one with my charter funds. So most of this other stuff, like this is with my charter funds. I'm sharing that with you, you know, in all disclosure, so that you know that I had outside funding to help me prepare for this. But this one I paid out of my pocket. This one I've had on my shelf. Someone sent me this, and I believe I know who, but I'm not going to say in case, you know, they don't want me to. This one I purchased with my fund, or with my own money. This one I purchased with my money. I had somebody give me this, and then those are free printables. So that's how I'm going to work out my morning basket. So because this is a collaboration, I'm going to leave the playlist down below so you can read everybody's and see how they do it. Again, I have no rhyme or reason. I literally just look at the clock and make sure that I give us ample time to do the other subjects we need to do. Less is more, so if I'm spending too much time droning on, then we're going to have less content to retain. And of course, with everything, if you just have your child narrate once you're done, then they can retain more and everything works out well. So I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. This will be my morning basket, and I hope you, the viewer, found this helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.